Maker Camp, Maker Fair, Maker Space, Maker Bot. What do all of these things mean? It's called the Maker Movement. Hello, I'm Dallin Bunnell, and for my 3-month ambassador project, I decided to bring the Maker Movement into our county 4-H programs by running an after-school Maker Club. The planning and assessment of this project began in April of last year, when I was recruited by my county 4-H assistant to be on a tri-team board. In this board, we wrote for the State Farm Youth Advisory Board grant. And in that grant proposal, I wrote to do a STEM, or Science, Technology, Engineering club. Through my experiences, I decided to do Maker. I did from Maker Camp 2014 and I4H 2013, I planned a 6-week, 6-module curriculum on Maker. Those modules were Makers in Motion, Art and Design, Fun and Games, Science and Technology, Do-It-Yourself Music, and Make Believe. The first week of my club, I took the National 4-H Youth Science Day challenge of Rockets to the Rescue. For this club meeting, I gave them a challenge to solve, which is there is this island stranded in the middle of the ocean after a hurricane. And we needed to bring food to that island. We brainstormed solutions to this problem. And one of the solutions they came up with were rockets. I had them build the rockets on their own. I was blown away at what some of the kids were able to design. And we went outside using the scientific method to launch our rockets into the hula, or the island, for our purposes. This was a great first club meeting. The issue was, I only had 5 kids attend. To solve this issue, I went to Oak Canyon and did a little quadcopter demonstration. And this is the video coming from the front of the quadcopter. After about 3 flips, I had caught the attention of so many kids that stayed in my program the rest of the time. Caught their attention, I gave them a flyer with the syllabus, and they signed up for my club. And this has never failed to work. Since I had quadcopters that day, and I already done the demonstration, I had them use quadcopters just to get a taste of my club. We took the same Makers in Motion module and the same challenge, deliver food, but we used drones this time. There were about 25 kids attending this club meeting, and so I split the group into 5 teams and taught them, first had them design their own system. After they designed their own cargo system, we went outside and I taught them how to fly the drones. After they learned how, each kid had a chance on the iPad to control it. We had a competition to see which one would actually work. And afterward, just like in any 4-H program, I debriefed the activity to see what we did well, what didn't go well, what worked, and how we can apply it in the future. My 3rd module, Art and Design, our 2nd module, 3rd week, Art and Design, we made Lumi t-shirts, which are pictured here. Lumi is, Inco dye is a chemical that reacts with UV rays. And so I used this technology to make club t-shirts. I first taught them how to take a color image and turn it into a black and white negative. We printed those negatives on transparencies, and then put on the dye and left them in the sun. After about 15 minutes, we all had custom club t-shirts that we will use throughout the rest of the time. They love this club meeting. Weeks 4 through 7, my 3rd module, Fun and Games, took the longest time because I taught them those skills. And what we did is we made Operation Games. This Operation Game is the same when you had when you were a kid, tested your fine motor skills. That whenever you hit the edge, it beeps. And they totally love this project. This is one I made in Maker Camp, but I used this one to help demonstrate the process. Those processes were design, we made our own characters, figured out where we were going to put the tokens. The second was construction, where we cut out the holes and wired the foil circuit. And the third step was electronics. We wired the LED and the buzzer and the wires together. And then after that, we just finished it with tape. This was the most difficult part of my project because nobody knew how to use a soldering iron. I spent 2 weeks just on soldering, but this was very positive because they learned a new skill. They learned design, electronic theory, circuitry, and the hard skill of soldering. For week 8, we went to the Salt Lake City Mini Maker Fair. The reason we went to this Maker Fair is to fulfill my objective of introducing the maker movement and how it has effects on industry. We started with the Utah 4-H Makers booth, and from there we went to presentations on Tesla coils, robotics, underwater robotics, Mars rovers, Arduino, and even CNC milling. Week 9, I took this Makey board to facilitate a problem-solving design challenge. What we did is, well, Makey to begin with is a simple circuit board that is programmed that when it's connected to the computer, whatever it's connected to will be read as a key press or a mouse click. We can use this allows us to use any conductive material and connect it to the computer. I'll demonstrate how this works. You connect it to you as the circuit, and then when you click, you can control something on your computer. You might be questioning, do-it-yourself music. That's the module. I had them use Play-Doh, bananas, even pencil drawings to play a piano program. To help them, 1, learn about electronics more, and 2, about music on their own. For week 10, I went and we did Arduino electronics. Arduino is another circuit board, but what distinguishes this, as you can see right here, is that it's a programmable circuit board. Anything you connect to it, you can wire one circuit and program it to do different behaviors. I taught them how to wire a simple blinking circuit with just an LED and their Arduino, and then you're able to take it and make the LED blink faster or slower, brighter or dimmer, and from there they just took it on their own. That was the whole purpose of the maker movement, is that it can be given an idea and then use their own creative capacities to make it even better. To end my project, or my club, not my project, we had our own mini maker fair at Oak Canyon Junior High, or the Parent Showcase. This was very similar to what I've done here, where we showcased all the projects that we made, and I took the chance to lead another drone activity to introduce the 4-H after-school program to others in the community that had never heard of 4-H. Through that fun activity, I also took the chance to let my club members take a leadership opportunity by running Makey Makey. Now my project didn't end with my 10-week club. After my club had concluded, we went to the National 4-H Youth Maker Summit in Washington, D.C. This was amazing. To start with, we had maker workshops in robotics, sewing, and engineering problem solving. As pictured here, this is what we call junk drawer making. We took everyday objects and did a Rube Goldberg machine challenge. This opened the possibilities to us of what we can make and what we can design using everyday items. While we were in DC, we went to Maker Tech Shop, which is a maker space in the local area that has all of the tools necessary in the small batch manufacturing process. This was way awesome. We made our own dog tags and we saw some of the coolest tools ever. While in DC, we got a chance to tour. Probably the greatest impacts of this project are its future implications. We have built a makerspace that we just displayed at Leader Meet. And we're going to use that makerspace to bring these tools and technology to all the after-school sites and even local clubs in our county. The evaluation of my project is very positive because I was able to bring a sense of belonging to my club members. They were able to be independent and make their own projects. They were able to be generous. When I didn't know, when I was too busy helping one kid, I would appoint someone else to help another kid. And then, most importantly, master new skills that will help them in future careers. Are there any questions?
My first question is, like, what is a maker?
Thank you, that was my first question.
A maker is someone that builds, creates, designs, and makes something new and exciting. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be sewing, it could be electronics, it could be woodshop, it could even be art, which was my second word, art.
Where did this word come from? Is this national or is this local?
This is global. This maker movement is starting to take over the world economy. It started basically in 2007 with the first edition of Make magazine, which is based in California, and you've heard of Maker Faire, the Bay Area Maker Faire. Now that Maker Faire has moved to New York, the White House, Paris, London, and they have many Maker Fairs in all the major cities like Salt Lake City for Utah. And it basically, the maker movement brings access to the regular people of tools and technology to open the pathway of entrepreneurship, which is what it's going to affect the economy.
Who did he see on this and how were they chosen? How did you get there?
To go to the Maker Summit, there were 8 of us that were selected from Utah, mostly through grants written by Dallin Bunnell and Debbie Proctor. We took 2 from Wasatch County, 1 from Washington County, paid by the state office, Michael Isom, because he's the science officer, and then 4 from Utah County, 5 from Utah County, to be our maker and STEM representatives in our county. Selected from kids on the teen council, we applied. So, did they go?